I've seen this happen too many times. You find a 3D scanner that looks perfect on paper, smooth curves, bright colors, high frame rates, only to realize once it's in your hands that the real-world experience is a different story. The Creality Raptor X promises 0.02mm accuracy and 60 frames per second scanning, but after digging into the specs and watching how people actually use these devices, I want to help you avoid the frustration of buying something that doesn't deliver when it matters. If you're considering a handheld scanner like this, you're probably tired of clunky setups, slow transfers, or scans that look good in the listing but fall apart when you try to print. The Raptor X tries to solve those pain points with Wi-Fi 6 for fast data transfer and a portable battery for on-the-go scanning. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, let's talk about who this scanner is actually for. If you're a hobbyist or small workshop owner who needs quick, accurate scans for prototyping, reverse engineering, or even scanning faces for miniatures, this could be a solid pick. The 0.02mm accuracy is impressive for the price, and the markerless scanning means you don't have to mess with sticky dots all over your object. That alone saves a ton of time compared to older scanners that require setup work before you even start. But here's the catch: this isn't a plug-and-play tool for everyone. If you're expecting to scan complex, reflective, or dark surfaces, you might run into issues. The Raptor X uses a combination of blue lasers and near-infrared, which helps with accuracy, but shiny or transparent objects can still throw it off. I've seen users complain about needing to spray matte coatings on surfaces just to get a clean scan. That adds an extra step in cost, so if you're scanning jewelry or highly reflective parts, you might want to look elsewhere or budget for extra prep. Another thing to consider is the software side. Creality bundles their own scanning app, which works across iOS, Android, Windows, and macOS, but the experience varies by platform. On a powerful Windows PC, the scans transfer quickly over Wi-Fi 6, and the processing is smooth. But if you're relying on a phone or an older device, you might hit slowdowns, especially with larger files. The app itself is functional, but it's not as polished as some third-party options out there. If you're already invested in another ecosystem like Mushroom or Blender, you'll need to export and process the scans yourself, which adds another layer of complexity. The battery life is decent for a handheld scanner. Fast charging gets you back up and running quickly, but if you're planning long scanning sessions, you might want to keep a spare battery handy. The portability is a big plus for field work or scanning objects that can't easily be moved, but the trade-off is that the device isn't exactly lightweight. It's not a brick, but it's not something you'll want to hold for hours without a break. Where this scanner really shines is in its speed and accuracy for mid-range projects. If you're scanning small to medium-sized objects like mechanical parts, props, or even body parts for 3D printing, the Raptor X delivers results that are detailed enough for most hobbyist and professional applications. The 60 frames per second capture rate means you get smooth, real-time feedback, which is a game-changer when you're trying to capture fine details without missing anything. That said, if you're working with very large objects or need industrial-grade precision, you might find the 0.02mm spec a bit misleading. In real-world use, factors like lighting, surface texture, and operator technique play a huge role in the final quality. The scanner can hit that accuracy under ideal conditions, but don't expect perfect results every time. It's more about consistency than absolute perfection. So, who should skip this? If you're scanning highly reflective, transparent, or very large objects regularly, or if you need a scanner that integrates seamlessly with high-end CAD software out of the box, there are better, and pricier, options. But if you're a maker, tinkerer, or small business owner who needs a reliable, portable scanner for everyday projects, the Raptor X is worth considering. Just keep in mind that the value here comes from the balance between accuracy, speed, and portability, not just the headline specs. It's not the cheapest scanner out there, but it's not overpriced for what it offers. If you're on the fence, check out the link in the description to see if it fits your workflow. For most people in this space, it's a solid tool that delivers where it counts.